Hey everyone, Obsessive Prepper AZ. I am doing a video response to Fubar Protocol, and he wanted us to do a video response on our Second Amendment and what we think about the Second Amendment. But I wanted to do a two-part series. Sorry about that fluorescent in there, but like I said, I have a business and I have a tribute to my family, and this is my mother and father, both Air Force. I was born on Lackland Air Force Base. That is a picture of my uncle. He was Navy. He says he was on the cleanest ship in the Navy, the USS Ajax. This is a picture of my grandfather. So this is both on my mother's side. My uncle, who is my mother's brother, and then this is my grandfather. God bless him. He's passed away now. Up top here, that's my brother, Marine Corps. He was in during Grenada, Lebanon. This is my great uncle on my mother's side, and that is a great uncle, World War I, mother's side. My son's father, he was also National Guard. This is my great uncle. He was on the Cass and Young. This is a dear, dear friend of mine. He was Army. And I just wanted to say, we talk about Second Amendment and why our family members go off to war, and the reasons why they go off to war and what they do. And so I just wanted to show you these pictures, and I'm going to go ahead and get down, and then I'll get on my segment on the Second Amendment. Hope you enjoyed the pictures.
I hope you enjoyed the video of my family, and this is Obsessive Prepper AZ, and this is a video response to Fubar Protocol, and I want you all to check out his site. He's an awesome guy, and we think a lot along the similar lines, and I just want to give a shout out to him. He's doing an awesome giveaway contest of a shotgun, and you're so very generous, and I want to thank you. And the video response is on our Second Amendment and what we feel and how we feel about our Second Amendment. Going back to my family's pictures, my mother and father, my grandfather, my uncles, my brother, and soon to be my son. He enlisted in the Army, and mother can't be prouder than her son enlisting in the Army. As much as it is scary to me, I'm so proud of you, son. So you're always my baby, and I love you, and you don't want me to say this out on the worldwide YouTube, but I love you, and so proud of you. Anyways, our Second Amendment. I showed you the pictures of my family members because I believe that is what our Second Amendment's all about. Our freedoms, our rights to carry firearms, to bear and carry firearms. And I believe that our generations have gone off to war, have been in the military to protect those very rights. And to me, that's what our Second Amendment's about. So, I think our forefathers are probably rolling over in their graves watching what is going on with our Second Amendment and the threat on our Second Amendment. And it just surprises me, every day, we turn on the news and you see something different that has happened, another law that has passed. It's not right. You know what? We have the right to protect our families. I am a law-abiding citizen, and I have every right to carry firearms. Now, you people out there that do not understand firearms or didn't grow up hunting or going out shooting every weekend, I'm sorry, because you know why? You missed out some wonderful times. It's families getting together. We have picnics. We go out, we shoot, and I guess it's no different than going out and playing, a baseball game with a family member. It's the same thing. It's just we go out shooting. And other than that, our guns protect us. And I'm not going to have anybody tell me that I have no right to protect myself or my family members. And, I think of things like that, and I think of Ralphie on A Christmas Story, where all he ever wanted was a Red Ryder BB gun. All he wanted through that whole movie. And, that movie was a lot to learn from. It brought up our feelings in our family's lives of us growing up in our lives. And, he wanted his Red Ryder BB gun, and you'll shoot your eye out, kid. And you know what? He shot his glasses, and you know what? He learned a valuable lesson. Today he would be locked up. Today he'd have the police officers called. at the school because he was talking about a Red Ryder BB gun. God forbid Ralphie wanted a Red Ryder BB gun and he would be in trouble. The cops would be called on him because he wanted a Red Ryder BB gun. And I'm just like, what happened to the sanity in the United States? You know, I grew up with guys with, you know, knives in their pockets and, you know, a gun, you know, a shotgun. They'd always go out hunting, you know, and now, you know, that's criminal. Our kids are getting in trouble at schools because they draw a little paper gun or have a paper gun. G.I. Joes, you can't have G.I. Joes on a, you know, a cupcake at school with a gun because God forbid, you know, our kid's going to go psycho and shoot everybody. You know, think, people. Watch what is going on. You know, U.S. Freedom 22 did an awesome video response to Fubar Protocol and talking about the different guns and how quick and the insanity of, you know, taking away, you know, high capacity magazines. You know, look at his video on Fubar's Second Amendment because he's spot on it. And the rights. And there's so many other good people out there that have done responses. You know, this is mine, and you know, I just blows me away that Ralphie today would be thrown in jail or, you know, having, you know, psychiatrists look at him because he's a whack job. God forbid. You know, here's my purse. I live in Arizona. I have the right to carry concealed. Am I a criminal? I guess in a lot of other states you think I am. You know, it's not a high cap magazine. It's got 10 rounds to it, but I can definitely throw in something higher in there. What makes me a criminal? Because I carry a firearm? Because you don't understand firearms? I suggest to go out, take some shooting classes, learn your firearms. They're not dangerous. This thing is not going to turn against me and start shooting. It's not me. It's not the normal human beings out there. There are some sick individuals out there, and it doesn't make a difference if there's laws or not. You know, you have cartels, you have drug lords, you have arms lords that are running around selling things for money. You're not going to get rid of weapons. We have a right to protect ourselves and our families. I'm not going to be in a mall where somebody's, you know, popping off weapons and I can't protect myself. I'm not going to let you get killed. I will protect you. It blows my mind that you people think that it's somebody like me carrying a gun in my purse that is the problem. And by making more laws is not going to correct the problem. I have a right. I am law-abiding. I have every right to carry this firearm. That being said, you know, you're watching the news recently, Joe Biden, you know, talking about, you know, you don't need ARs and you don't need assault rifles. All you got to do is have a shotgun. Honey, get your shotgun out. Pop 2 rounds off and you'll scare them all off. Are you freaking kidding me? Honestly, Joe. You know, talk about gaffes. That is the biggest gaff to come out of your mouth. And shame on you. Your wife should be kicking the crap out of you. Tell your wife to protect herself by shooting 2 rounds off. Are you kidding me? So what, your 2 rounds are gone? Now she gets raped or killed or something else? We have a right. And, you know, you keep running your mouths and the politicians, you know, and Joe, go buy a house on the Arizona border and take your wife and your family and your grandchildren down there and see if you buy something a little stronger than a shotgun. With all your laws passing, do you honestly think that by passing all these laws that there's not going to be illegals and drug cartels that are not going to travel through your yard? I feel so sorry for these ranchers that have these homes and have had them for years, generations. And they have these people going through their yards every day. And the politicians keep saying, oh, they're safe. Oh, they're safe. It's better off today than it was yesterday. Well, you tell those ranchers that have to live in fear every day. They can't leave their houses. They can't let their kids play. That can't just deal with a double, you know, round shotgun. Miss me with that. Shame on you. Sorry, I'm ranting. Sorry, I get very emotional. It just makes me so stinky mad. Shame on you. You know, where does it end? San Francisco and Happy Meals, and you can't have a toy in it. Or New York City, your family's not allowed to order a pizza and a 2-liter soda anymore because it's against the law. I mean, this is so insane anymore, and people, you are allowing this to happen. And by you just saying, well, you know, I just don't understand why anybody needs a high cap magazine, well, it's our right. You have people that are criminal that are going to have them. You have a right to protect your family. You have a right. We have a right, even if it wasn't protecting our family. We have a right because we're U.S. citizens, and the Second Amendment protects that right. I could go on and on and on. I mean, I just keep looking at Ralphie, you know, being in trouble at school now, and, you know, Joe Biden throwing out, you know, a double-shot shotgun will protect us all. And, you know, what? They take away all these things, you know. What? The Corvette goes 100 miles an hour. It kills a lot of people when it gets in accidents. I guess we shouldn't have a Corvette or any kind of, you know, nice car that goes over the speed limit. There's just so many things. And you can't pass law after law after law. But getting back to our Second Amendment. Fubar, thank you very much. I'm sorry about the rant, but, you know, I guess us women like to talk. You know, but, you know, it is our right. We have a right to have our guns and to protect ourselves. And check out Fubar's site, and check out US Freedom 22's site and his response, because I think it was an awesome response. There's been so many responses, but you know, I couldn't list them all. But go out and check them out, and call your congressmen, call your, you know, senators, and tell them that you have the right to bear arms, because you allow this to get through. Then there's just going to be so many things that tumble in front of it and after it, and you know, don't be standing around going, what happened? You know, that happened with this tax, the tax increase, you know, supposed to affect the rich and not the poor man, or not the, you know, the low-income person. But it affected everybody. And then after it was passed, everybody's going, oh, my paycheck went down. Well, the same thing. You let these laws get passed, you're going to stand around going, oh, I can't watch a program. I can't listen to a radio station because another law has been passed. So call your congressmen, call your senators, stand up for your Second Amendment. Be proud of our men and women in the service, the ones that are there now and the ones that are retired and the veterans. Shake their hands and thank you for their service, and thank them for the right for your Second Amendment and the other rights that you have as a U.S. citizen. God bless the United States. God bless you. And God protect our Constitution and our Second Amendment.